Wave at them, ready? Look at the Aventador, can't even keep up. Cannot keep up.
Alright everyone, now before we get to today's video, I've got a very simple question. Have you ever wanted to buy a car, like the Mercedes right here for example, or maybe you want to buy your old first Corvette back, whatever it is, and it's a complete pile of junk now because you've beaten the hell out of it, and it needs to be restored, but you need the money to do so. Or maybe you're very strange and you want to buy a debadged Infiniti that for some reason, and nobody really knows the reason, it makes like 600 horsepower, right? You weren't expecting that one, were you? Well, now you can, because today's video is sponsored by Upstart. Now, when it comes to paying off debt, it can often feel like an uphill battle. High interest rates resulting in minimum monthly payments keep you in an endless cycle of debt. Upstart can help you get ahead. Upstart is the fast and easy way to pay off your debt with a personal loan all online. Whether it's paying off credit cards, consolidating high interest debt, or funding personal expenses, over 500,000 people have used Upstart to get a simple, fixed monthly payment. And unlike other lenders, Upstart looks at more than just your credit score, like your income, your employment history. This means they can offer smarter rates with trusted partners. With just a 5-minute online rate check, you can see your rate up front for loans between $1,000 and $50,000. You can even receive funds as fast as 1 business day after accepting your loan. Find out how Upstart can lower your monthly payments today when you go to upstart.com/savage. That's upstart.com/savage. Don't forget to use our URL to let them know that we sent you. Loan amounts will be determined based on your credit, income, and certain other information provided in your loan application. Go to upstart.com/savage. So guys, with all that being said, take a look at Upstart, check our link in the description down below, get started today, and I promise you, you're not gonna regret it. Talk to you guys soon.
So the McLaren's getting tint,
Yeah?
and it's gonna get a full wrap.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's getting McLaren orange calipers.
Uh-huh.
And then it's gonna get McLaren orange lined rear diffuser. It's gonna change the look of the car.
I have to say, orange calipers
100 miles.
made a much bigger deal than I thought it would.
Oh yeah, McLaren orange is such a classic color. To do what we did and then incorporate the rear stripe, which I think is awesome. And I definitely want to do something fun.
Could you tell me what miracle you pulled in 2 days?
You PS the whole part.
But you gotta be careful, like you said, driving this car and racing it everywhere.
Doesn't scrape.
I don't think I'm never very forgiving.
You know, it's the first time I've actually had the car without needing to worry about anything. So let's see if we can break it.
Yeah, it looks awesome. Okay. Vámonos. You didn't have traction there, sir.
It's off.
Oh, you live dangerously.
I'm in race mode.
Nuts.
Damn right. What's the point of having a car that goes sideways if you can't go sideways? I think between the P1 and the 720,
Okay.
those are the two most beautiful designed McLarens. To me, it looks like nothing else McLaren designed, from individual fit and finishes, the hood, the wing, the rear section of this car is just one of the most dramatic looking cars I've ever seen. With this, you know, the lights on the edge, you know. I mean, I think it's brilliant that was literally an oopsie.
It was an oopsie.
It was pretty much an oopsie when they designed the car. They're like, where the hell are we going to put the lights? And they ended up putting them right along the edges. And this is one of the most incredible designs.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Well, I just learned something new there.
Yeah. Well, I've been watching a lot of McLaren P1 videos. Yeah, I mean, it's great because I'm learning all about the car from people who have driven it and done that. But it's you know, obviously, it's a lot more fun to learn yourself when you drive your own car. You know, there's a lot of oddities about this car, like the extra Alcantara dash pieces, and which are, you know, very cool, very P1 specific, but you know, it's just very odd.
From the front, when you look into this car through the windshield, they look perfectly in place.
Yeah.
Sitting inside the car,
It
looks like
a
someone...
puzzle piece.
Oh, right, thanks. Jesus, right.
Yeah. No joke, dude. No joke.
I mean, you can do a skit with Fast and the Furious. Remember the Too Fast, Too Furious, the two nitrous presses?
It'll spin the car in 5th gear at that speed.
That's scary.
No, that's why they call it the Widowmaker.
So next time there's a little bit of room, you have to show me. But using the DRS iPass, so can you use only one of them? Do you use both of them?
So what you're doing, DRS basically is the resistance on the wing.
Yeah.
So you can literally press the button right now, put the camera back there,
Yeah.
and flatten it.
Oh wow, okay. So the DRS button controls the wing. Now the iPass button, what does that do?
So that immediately engages all of the electrical power. So you have it in boost mode.
Oh,
And if you press the DRS button and press the iPass, you get the immediate engagement of all the electrical engine.
jeez. And is it just, I mean, this sounds ridiculous to say, but is it unlimited? Like, because if you phrase it like it's
Well,
like a
no,
nitrous.
it's about a total of 903, 906 horsepower.
Sure.
So the iPass button adds 177 horsepower.
To that 903?
No. So that's
Equal that.
you can immediately activate it. You can also go regular and activate it. This is like an engagement, like an electric power switch. It just makes it that much more ridiculous. It's full engagement of the electric engines versus gradual engagement. So if I turn it off boost, my iPass button goes off. You see?
Okay.
So now I have no boost, but I still have the same boost, but it's not the same electrical kick.
Well, the kick is fun. The fact that you can press a button, you know, like nitrous, and just go fast boy. That's kind of cool.
Right.
So when you're like, let's say you wanted to just, you know, just kind of like boost or electric boost by gear and all that, the automated thing, if you wanted to go as fast as you could, is there a setting in this where you can just go, all right, do everything automatically?
I believe so, but I'm not totally sure.
We haven't ventured that far yet. Okay.
I would say that right now, with the DRS, getting it down like this,
Yeah.
the wing and all that, it's just so badass.
Yeah.
I can wave at them, ready?
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
That was cute.
Alright, I've officially found my new favorite thing about this car.
Right. It
That's
doesn't
it.
have the flip up screen, but it's got the flip up wing.
Yeah, flip up wing is a lot cooler than the flip up screen, if you ask me. Go, my boat, go! I can't believe how go-karty and planted and small and nimble it feels from the passenger. I couldn't imagine driving it, just how nimble you feel.
903 horsepower and a rear-wheel drive, 3,300 pound P1.
And it puts the power down.
It is no joke. There's nothing, and I understand that because I've driven the Senna and all that. This is such a different animal altogether.
Tell me about that. What was the Senna like compared to this?
The Senna's fast. The Senna's very, very track focused. It's a very, very specific use car in my opinion. It's not a daily. Not to say that this is a daily by any chance, but I think this has more of an overall use. I mean, you got more GT, you got some GT feel in it. You can keep it at a certain height, but then you got the ultimate race car when you get on your racing.
The way it rides right now, which according to what seemed like everyone you talked to regarding with McLaren and whatnot, driving in a race mode, everyone was like, I don't know if you should do that all the time because they don't know, or maybe they.
It's my P1.
It's your P1. But the thing is, like, you know, you're driving in race mode all the time like this, and it feels like this. This rides smoother than the SVJ.
Yeah, I mean, obviously you put it in race mode, the stability control's off, so you wouldn't want to do that in the rain or anything like that on highways. But that's okay, you can switch it back. It's not the end of the world.
You've been in a bunch of fast McLarens. And it's ironic we're talking about fast McLarens and stop and go traffic.
Right.
But you've been in a bunch of fast cars that are made by McLaren. Comparatively to, let's say, the fastest McLaren you've been into prior to this, or maybe a faster one, how would you say it compares, and like putting the power down and all that kind of stuff?
I will say that my 720s feel close to the same kind of speed as this. I mean, obviously when you hit the iPass button, it's a little bit different, but it feels kind of close to it.
Okay.
However, this car feels way more planted. The 720s had a certain float factor to them at high speed. It felt like they would like lift, but they were also lighter cars. I mean, I think they're 3,000 something pounds, and this is like 3,300. This just feels, the batteries are low in this car, so I know the center of gravity is beautiful on this thing. That's why it's so balanced.
What else?
Of course, it's Randy from Savage Garage.